Hello, 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 hello. We are broadcasting from the Cartersville Shibboleth Center. How's everybody doing? Do we have anybody watching us? Hello. Good day, good day, good day. We're going to call this one. I'm going to get started because we're recording it here live. So we're going to get started. We know that people will be looking for the Gold Level Daily Dose 10.1. We're going to call it 10.1 today. Hey, Joni, what's up, Joni? We're going to call this 10.1, not Gold Level Daily Dose number 11, but we're going to call it 10.1 because we are broadcasting from the Cartersville Center. I'm not in the little studio that we have back at the house. So since we are off location, we're going to make do with this laptop so that we can get Monday started off right for our Waste Away group. Good morning. No, it's good afternoon. Sorry. Good afternoon. Time flies when you're having fun. Good early afternoon. Welcome, Waste Away. We've got a few folks that are still doing Waste Away. When we started this, it was all about getting ready for spring, trying to look good naked. How many of you want to look good naked? Raise your hand. If you'll lie about that, you'll lie about anything. We've been going through these Gold Level Daily Doses. We've been talking about new concepts, new ways to lose body fat faster, new ways to lose body fat more efficiently, and in my estimation, even more healthfully. So when we started these daily doses, these Gold Level Daily Doses, we talked about the regular Shibboleth perfect day, just the original perfect day. And then after 2 of those perfect days that you would enter into efficient fat burning. Then we talked about how to speed that up by having WOW challenge days and having intermittent fasting days. Then we talked about how to have the healthiest type of day, which would be a divine day. Maybe we're not losing weight as fast, but we're losing it in such a way that we become healthier. Then we've went through the concept of mixing up these types of days, depending on your motivational level, depending on your not only your motivation level, but your situation. And as you mix these days up, taking one day at a time, you mix these days up, you have perfect days intertwined with intermittent fasting days and divine days based upon your goals, your situation, your level of motivation. You can have faster fat loss, more healthy fat loss, and I would say more fun fat loss. It's more fun. It's more enjoyable. The more we know, one person said knowledge is power. I would say that knowledge properly applied becomes wisdom. So we're developing great wisdom. In fact, most of you that's been sticking with us for some period of time, when it comes to practical, sustainable, and fun nutrition, you know more than probably 99.9% of the population. I'm quite sure if you've been around for a while, as people around you eat, you want to stop them and say, hey, don't eat in that combination. Or when you're in the grocery store and you see a buggy full of junk, you just can't help yourself. You want to just tell them about these approved foods, how to combine them for better fat loss. You see people in the gym working so hard but can't lose weight. You just want to tell them. See, you're becoming very, very powerful, very knowledgeable. Unless we want to continue that today. This isn't going to be one of our official daily doses. I liked that we were staying consistent with the background on them and such, but I'm in the Cartersville Center today, so we're going to work with what we've got, which is my laptop. I'm not in the regular studio. Sound is not quite as good. So we're going to get going. Today we want to talk about supplementation. We do get asked frequently about supplementation. What supplements should I be taking? What supplements should I be taking for faster fat loss? First of all, let me say this. It's all about nutrition. It's all about food. It will never be about supplements. All you need is good nutrition. You don't need exercise. You don't need supplementation. You need self-discipline, with your eating, and you need a good nutritional program that combines foods the right way, controls insulin, and helps you rid your body of excess unwanted body fat. That's all you'll ever need. Anything else that we talk about that's not food combining and self-discipline, everything else is just an enhancement that will help you speed up your results in a small way, okay? So when we begin to talk about exercise, most of the emphasis should be on nutrition. You cannot out-exercise a bad nutritional lifestyle. But once we've nailed the nutrition and we've got self-discipline, then we want to move to getting in some exercise. As already mentioned, a good place to start would be walking. Get those steps in. You want to have a goal to work towards 10,000 steps a day while in efficient fat burning. That's how you get to go quick. You want to get there faster? Have those EFB days, but then get 15 to 20,000 steps, because all of that energy you're using briskly walking, all those steps and miles, are going to come right from your reserve fat. That's all fat is. 1 pound of fat is 3,500 stored calories. Where if I've got an extra pound of fat, it's because I've eaten more than my fair share by 3,500 calories. And once I'm in efficient fat burning, I'm getting rid of those stored reserve calories. Once I'm in efficient fat burning and I increase my energy outlay, I'm getting rid of the stored fat even faster. Okay? Now, what about weight training? What about aerobics? What about Zumba? These things, way to go, Pam Price. These things will enhance your results for sure, 1,000%. Lifting weights helps preserve muscle. If you don't use it, you'll lose it. All these things work. Now, one of the things we get asked most often about, what is the best fat-burning supplement? But that always concerns me when someone asked about the best fat loss supplement, and we're going to explore some of that today. But it needs to be said, supplementation alone will never get you to go. There is no miracle pill. There is no miracle cure. It's not going to happen. They're never coming. You can keep looking for them, but even if they do come, they're going to have such side effect that it won't be worth it. It will be like prescription drug commercials, right? Yeah, this will help you lose weight, but so will just self-discipline and food combining. But our supplement will help you lose weight, even though your hair will fall out, your eyeballs might bulge, and your tongue may fall out. So we don't want that stuff. That's not going to work. We want food combining to control insulin, and we want self-discipline to control our calories. We want to eat breakfast for the Father, lunch for the Son, dinner for the Holy Spirit, get that weight off, go into maintenance. Now, there are supplements when you're doing everything right that can give you the edge, that can increase your calorie burn each day. They work in conjunction with solid nutrition and a good exercise regimen. Now, when people ask me where should I start, they're surprised when I don't say Hydroxycut. All right? Here's where I tell you to start with your supplementation. You need to start with a great whole food vitamin. Now, wait a minute, Trav. Whole food vitamins aren't weight loss supplements. Yes, they are. And they're much better weight loss supplements than Hydroxycut or some stimulant. First of all, a good multivitamin that was come from good sources, put together well, combined well, is going to help you put back in what nature's trying to take out. When you're reducing your calories in order to lose body fat, it's essential, it's important, I should say, because you've reduced the number of calories overall. It's very important that you take a good whole food multivitamin. Now, that's going to be made up of water-soluble vitamins and fat-soluble vitamins. The water-soluble vitamins typically give your body the energy that it needs to get through a grinding day. The fat-soluble vitamins, and now they do more than that, but that's pretty much what we'll get out of them when we're reducing calories following a program like this. The fat-soluble vitamins are really important for efficient fat burning. If you don't get in adequate amounts of vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K, then your body will still burn fat when it's in a calorie deficit and you're controlling insulin, but not nearly as efficiently, because fat-soluble vitamins are stored in the fat. So if you're not getting in adequate supplies of them, then your body does not want to rid itself of fat efficiently because it needs to hold on to those important vitamins. Like vitamin K helps with clotting the blood. Vitamin A helps with vision. Vitamin D helps with bone density and maintaining of lean tissue and so forth. You need an adequate supply of fat-soluble vitamins, especially during times of calorie restriction. You'll want a good solid one because you don't want to overdose on fat-soluble vitamins, whereas it's hard to overdose on water-soluble vitamins because you just pee out what you don't need. You can take in too high amount of vitamin A, D, E, and K, and it can become very toxic to your liver, toxic to your system. So you don't want to overdo it. You want to get the right amounts in so that you can continue to burn fat efficiently. We don't like to see people get vitamins from the local super hardware store. Most of the time, those vitamins are very synthetic and they're not absorbed very well. They may be better than nothing if that's all you can afford, but they're not the best. We like, of course, we like ours, right? Zero Drag, Vitamins Plus Pro. Even better would be Advocare Coreplex or Advocare Metabolic Nutrition System. Now, the difference here is Advocare Coreplex is just the right amount of water-soluble and fat-soluble vitamins. And it's a very absorbable form. What they say is in there is in there. It's a very good one for you. Advocare Metabolic Nutrition System has Coreplex in it, but it also has other weight loss support aids and appetite control supplements in the metabolic nutrition system. Those are two good ones. If you're looking for one that we don't carry, again, that's been our mission, for you to know our heart. We're for you. We're not here to just sell you stuff. If you prefer to buy your vitamins elsewhere, then GNC has a good multivitamin. We think ours is better, but GNC has a good multivitamin. If you have one that you have questions about, please send it in. We'll research it. We'll look at it for you, make sure it's a solid one. If it's not a solid one, excuse me, if it's not a solid vitamin, we won't knock it, but we might recommend some other one for you. But you'll need a good whole food vitamin. That's the first supplement that you should go for. Well, what would be second? This one may come as a surprise to you. It is not mandatory, but we feel like everyone should supplement with Bragg's apple cider vinegar with the mother. Now, it's very acidic, so I like to have mine in some Ocean Spray diet. Makes it go down a lot easier. In fact, when I got where I was drinking wine too much in the evening, I began to replace my wine with a wine glass full of Ocean Spray diet with an ounce of Bragg's apple cider vinegar. It had that kind of wine twang that I look for, but no alcohol. And that was a real help to me to have a void replacement for the wine. Yes, we all sometimes develop an addiction, and I'm very, very honest about mine. I love my wine. So that's been a great void replacement for me to help me overcome drinking too much wine. But it does so much more than that. Bragg's apple cider vinegar kills bacteria in the gut, the bad bacteria. You're putting back in the good bacteria. If it's got the mother in it, you're putting back in the good bacteria. And the more good bacteria you have in your gut, the more it can consume and get rid of the bad bacteria. I also like to drink a swig, if you will, of Bragg's apple cider vinegar anytime that I'm eating sushi or anytime that I've eaten something that might be undercooked. I like to also have a swig of it after a meal where I've had some carbohydrate or fruit, because get this, it helps you lose body fat by helping you further neutralize the fat bus, which is insulin. Yes, Bragg's apple cider vinegar helps you regulate your blood sugar. So those are two good supplements. It does a lot more for you than that. But when you're inquiring about supplementation, that's where we like to see you go first if you're going to incorporate any supplements into your regimen. But again, nothing mandatory on Planet Shibboleth to lose weight and get healthier, but the foods that we teach about. When we talk of supplements, when we talk of exercise, we're talking of enhancements. All right, that's all I've got for you on Gold Level Daily Dose 10.1. Hey, Janice. Hey, Alice. Hey, Christy. Hey, Pam. Are there any questions for me before I go today? I'd like to be a help to somebody. I know we've got about 6 people watching. Hopefully others will see this later. Any questions? Way to go, Pam Price. She's got in 25,000 steps so far. Any questions or comments? All right, not seeing any. Look forward to seeing some of you in Cartersville tonight. I'll be at the Cartersville Shibboleth Center teaching a lesson at 6 p.m. Hope you're enjoying the Waste Away Challenge. Hope we can get people back going again. Boy, everybody was come out of the gate really, really strong, and that's good. But spring isn't here. It's not time to quit yet. We want to keep going forward. We want to get that weight off. This will change your life like nothing else. Thank you, Connie. Thank you, Joni. Thank you. God bless y'all. Pam says, I have the Plus Pro, but don't eat breakfast. Do I still take it in the in the morning? You don't want to take a good multivitamin on an empty stomach for a couple of reasons. A good multivitamin, number one, taken on an empty stomach will typically cause nausea because it's strong. You're absorbing a lot of vitamins and nutrients in very quickly, and it can make you nauseous. The other reason is it's very hard for the body to absorb vitamin A, D, E, and K if you're not consuming it with a meal that contains fat. I recommend, no matter what multivitamin you're taking, that you take it with your largest meal of the day. The time of the day does not matter, but you take it at the same time you consume your largest meal of the day. Any other questions? All right, y'all. It's good to connect with you. I look forward to seeing some of y'all in Cartersville tonight at 6 p.m. Hope y'all are enjoying the Waste Away Challenge. Great results, but now is not a time to let up. It seems that we are a people that when the new car smell wears off, we get tired of driving this thing. So get back in there. Reassess what your why is, your reason for doing this. And let's make this year count. Let's don't wait to the end of this year and say, hey, we'll do better in 2020. Let's do it now. Carpe diem. Seize the day. Talk to you guys real soon.